Monte and the Pharaoh. Oh, what a run.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
Hey, cut music. When you want the best in professional wrestling, Long Island, there's only one place you're going to get it, right here.
Monte and the Pharaoh. Now, that's not just the coolest, and that's not just the best. That, my friends, is just incredible.
Monte and the Pharaoh.
You've got the future Hall of Famers at Rucker, Marty Jannetty, MJ in the house, and I'm sitting here with two more future Hall of Famers, Monte and the Pharaoh. We're doing that stuff and we gonna rock it.
WWE plans to honor Stone Cold Steve Austin with something like they did for Triple H's 25th anniversary.
What? What?
When audiences return.
Gonna have a podcast. I'm gonna take the set from Monte and the Pharaoh. What? I'm gonna take the chairs and the tablecloth, son of a bitch. What?
Oh my God.
I'm one engaging son of a bitch. What?
All right, welcome to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monte and the Pharaoh seen every Thursday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Welcome back, everybody, live out of Indie Music TV. Here's another thing. You have to stop making fun of Pat Patterson.
Me?
Yes, you.
I need to.
You do.
You are. Why? Why do I have
because
to?
these guys seem to really like
you
Pat
just
Patterson.
love to throw one match after another.
Hey,
Pharaoh, here, ask this question. I wrote it. It's controversial. It's about Pat Sweeney. Screw you. You're always doing this to me. What are you talking about? Well, are you going to stop making jokes?
I think we have.
You know what sucks?
It's not as funny.
I got to be
anymore.
honest. I mean,
it's not going over like it used to.
It
used to go over.
How do
now
you
it's
know
like
if it's going over
because
or
people
not?
would be like, but now it's like, no, I really like Pat. It's like, whoops.
Oh, you mean with these wrestlers that have been coming in?
Not with us.
So you say we need to book somebody who will laugh at the Patterson jokes?
Yeah,
that's very messed up of you, but okay.
Buddy the dog is the first dog to test positive for COVID-19 in the U.S. He died yesterday. Thoughts?
What? Where do you come up with this? Okay,
it's news.
It is news. I think that's horrible. What about cats? You know I love my cats.
I couldn't find any COVID cats.
And are my saltwater fish in trouble?
This.
Go ahead.
We're Jet fans.
Just end the season before it starts. JETS.
And we trade our best player yet again.
Okay.
You and me had a little bit of back and forth on this because I was friggin' pissed.
Yeah, but you were also doing a Pharaoh. You were drinking. You're like, God damn it. You were like an angry chihuahua. It was like, what the hell's going on? You know what? Screw this. It's Gase's fault. You know what? Gase sucks. Okay? Uh-huh. Gase might eventually cost Darnold just so we can get him out of here because he didn't bring him in. You know? What I don't like about the Jamal Adams thing, there's a couple of reasons why I'm not so like this is the end of the world. Number one, the position he plays. He called out the owner. He called out the GM. He called out the coach. He called out everybody. And he not only made it all about himself and an extension, even Le'Veon Bell was like, you liar. And it's during the COVID. There are people who are not even working right now and praying for help from the government for their next, anything. And here's this guy doing this right now. Bye-bye.
Regis Philbin died at age 88 last Friday. Philbin was best known for his work as host on Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. He's survived by his wife, Joy, and their 4 daughters and grandchildren.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that, bro?
Regis Philbin. Boy, oh boy. Regis Philbin was loved by my mom. I'll tell you that. She loved watching Regis. Obviously, a morning staple for decades. I think he was with Kathy Lee for 25 years, and then he followed it up with Kelly for about 11.
Like, when someone dies at 88, you
that's
kind of
a
feel
long
like
time.
it's like a long time. Like, yeah.
Dude, I'm not going to get anywhere near that number. 88? You think I'm going to be around 36 years
No,
from now?
I don't.
Holy cat litter.
But
Somebody
cat
changed
litter?
the pad.
You will be cat litter.
Yeah, someone changed the pad. That's horrible. Yeah, but he was great. He was fantastic. What is going on? Wait a minute. First of all, before we get deep into AEW, can I quickly mention a couple of WWE highlights this past week that I thought were really, really cool? Okay? I enjoyed the bar fight with Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. Don't know if you saw it. Absolutely hilarious. They beat the tar out of each other. Very, very funny
And you're
stuff.
okay with them using the Jeff Hardy angle?
Yeah, because I've seen it before with Jericho and Punk. We've seen this before. This was basically, you're an alcoholic and you're a mess, and I'm gonna rub it in for the next 2 months, you loser. That's what this was. That's what Jericho did to Punk.
You can't. It takes. We're older people.
This was just another old school.
It's
whatever.
harder. It's very hard to offend us. It just is.
Oh, it's almost impossible.
Right?
That's
You got to
true.
really step over a line.
Dude, we were raised on Archie Bunker at the age of 8.
Right.
So of course it's hard to offend us. You know, because there's only one answer to that. Drew McIntyre's title reign is short-lived at this point because Randy Orton has decided he wants the belt. I don't know if you caught Randy this week on Raw, but Randy's at it again with a scorching promo, and he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a 14-time world champion, and I actually have no problem with it. So all you Randy Orton haters, once again, ha ha ha. You know, the machine rolls on, and he's excellent, and I want to see him win the belt again. And he's going to wrestle Drew at SummerSlam. I think he might just take that belt. So
I don't disagree.
yeah, I think he's the best thing for business right now. I mean, you don't have Brock wrestling regularly.
Well, we'll
you know?
we'll get to business because some surprising news came out of
Okay.
WWE. We'll get to it later on. Look, I hate Moxley. I got to be honest with you. I think he's just the drizzling man.
Okay, why? Because of his size? Because
No, he's not a small guy.
I think he's fine. I really do. I'm not a big fan of his. I never was. I liked him in the Shield, but I do think he's fine.
He's what did I used to call him? The like Stone Cold, you know.
Stone Cold Light.
Yeah, Stone Cold Light. Yeah.
I still wish Lesnar had worked with him at that WrestleMania match. I really do. I think that could have been so much better. I don't
They
know.
have a match. I thought
They had a match at WrestleMania, and it was awful.
He squashed him, right?
Well, he wouldn't work with him. He needed to work with him there. That's one of the biggest reasons Dean left. Dean Ambrose became John Moxley because you put in
Lesnar wouldn't work with him?
If you're put into a WrestleMania match, Moxley wanted to make the most of it. This is an opportunity for him, and I understand that part. Lesnar, this is what I understand that Moxley's upset about. Let's be fair.
Go ahead.
Samoa Joe, a bunch of other guys, AJ Styles, you know. I could go on and on, but Lesnar has respectfully let them get their shots in and has, put them over, even in his winning those confrontations. What he did with Ambrose was just give him little room to shine at WrestleMania because Ambrose's thing is extreme, and he didn't really get to do that. Lesnar basically on that parade. And it was a very underwhelming match. I'm sure people remember it or have forgotten it because it was a very underwhelming match.
Cody Rhodes wrestled Warhorse.
Really? Did Trigger come up over the hill?
Really? No, but really what was really important was
go
that
on.
Zack Ryder returned, Matt Cardona.
Yes.
And he made his AEW debut.
Wow.
So you know what I think of when I see that?
What's that?
I go, oh, look, it's Matt Cardona. Congratulations.
Really?
That's what I think.
Because when I look at that, I don't even go, it's Matt Cardona. I go, oh, look, it's Zack Ryder.
That too.
Oh, he's finally free. And he's going to do what?
Nothing.
He's not going to hold the AEW World Heavyweight Title. What's he going to do? Here
finally,
comes. You know what he's going to do? He's going to go. I've had enough of Kenny Omega and Adam Page. Here comes my buddy, Colt Cabana.
Oh my
Colt
God.
Cabana. It's like, who gives a dude? Whatever, man. Hey, Zack Ryder versus Orange Cassidy. All goosebumpy.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Whatever, man.
Now you mentioned
good wrestler,
okay,
but whatever.
There is no way any
life-changing event in the wrestling landscape.
There's no wrestling fan really thinks Orange Cassidy's any good. Come on, man.
Oh, there's plenty who do.
What the?
Isn't that scary?
Dude, the guy
He's great.
Look, he's athletic.
Pockets.
It's
I like what Cornette calls them.
I'm going to
Pockets.
punch you, and then I'm putting my hands in my pocket. They did a thing yesterday
It's funny,
in the match.
though. It is funny.
He got picked up to get slammed.
Dude, I heard they were tossing around Marco Stunt.
Oh, my God.
Like a potato, like
That's
a bag
the
of
other thing.
potatoes.
How are you going to have that guy in wrestling?
I don't know.
Enough.
We should have been wrestlers.
You know, folks, this is why we don't cover AEW, because you can't even take it seriously. Orange Cassidy, Marco Stunt. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, and your favorite, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus should
Roar.
be the WWE.
No, you're doing what?
That guy
Tag
rules.
teaming with The Fiend? I mean, man, change that channel.
Anyway, someone who should be in the WWE.
Who?
MJF.
Yes.
He accused Moxley of being cosplaying as Stone Cold Steve Austin, which you probably stole from us. You're welcome, MJF.
Don't say that. He'll curse us out. Actually, that'd be good. Go
But
ahead.
it looks like it's going to
Aye.
be MJF against Moxley for the title.
Nice.
So you put that belt around MJF?
Yes, I do.
There's some interest going on there.
Come on, put the belt on him.
WWE has tried to find a location in the Northeast to hold SummerSlam with limited fans, but no state has shown any interest in allowing them to do so. SummerSlam was originally to be scheduled to take place in Boston, Massachusetts, until the city's mayor banned large gatherings. The WWE has yet to announce a new location for the show. Thoughts?
Ouch. Who's going to take it? There's nothing being done in public now anyway. The major sports can't do it. What, they're going to do it?
Let's give it a shot.
What do you mean give what a shot?
See if someone wanted to take it.
No one's taking live people at sporting events right now. I mean, the NFL's not going to have people. MLB's playing in front of cardboard cutouts.
Are you enjoying that, by the
I
way?
hate that.
I kind of like it.
It's awful.
You don't feel it doesn't feel like the same game when you just watch it. It looks like the same baseball that you watch with fans.
You know what's pretty hilarious? Has it happened yet? When they foul a ball off, has it like gone through the head of a cardboard cutout?
That's pretty funny.
Has it happened?
I
hope it does.
You think that
It is high. It is far. It is. Oh, it took his head off. Oh,
that cardboard cutoff's gonna sue.
this is so bad. Oh, it's bad.
Dude, this is
Can't do it. Yankees
I-
look pretty good though so far, right?
so far.
Yeah.
With
Garrett Cole earning his money.
with healthy helpings of the Baltimore Orioles and
The Miami Marlins are
Miami
not feeling
Marlins.
too good.
No. Sasha Banks and
Flip
Bailey.
out.
Now they all have all the gold. Thoughts?
I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Didn't she win the belt by count out though?
Yes.
Did I see that right?
So
Yeah, that was cool.
Kyrie
What would you-
Zane, right, got
Yeah.
attacked by Bailey.
Is she leaving the company or
She's
something?
leaving.
Where's she going?
But the one thing I didn't like, it was Bailey was beating her up, but it wasn't like she was like killing her.
right.
They need to do something like that. You know,
Dude,
that
either
Asuka really has to run out and help her.
Dude, either they don't hit hard enough or they hit too hard like Nia. And when I'm watching Nia hit somebody, I'm like, not so hard. Don't freaking hurt them, you idiot. I feel like that every
I
time I
gotta
see
tell you,
Nia.
though, Sasha Banks can wrestle, man. She
Yeah,
is
no kidding.
great.
Where you been?
Yeah, but a couple of years ago, we were talking about how she was hurting people. She was hurting herself.
hurting people?
She was trying too hard. She was diving through ropes.
She was
breaking
hurting
her neck.
herself.
Yeah.
That I do remember. She was launching herself like a lawn dart. She kept like busting her head up. Yeah, neck.
Well,
I think it's great.
there's one person not happy with Sasha Banks and
What?
Bailey having all the titles, and that brings us to my favorite part of the
Oh,
show:
here we go.
the most annoying wrestling expert.
Are they screaming yet? Are they complaining?
All right.
Are they done?
All right, Amber Moon tweeted, "Why do we need double champions? Is SummerSlam going to be like low-key Evolution with Sasha Banks and Bailey wrestling for their singles titles and also tag teams? Is that the thing? Are we just reliving Triple H and Steve Austin two-man power trip from 2001? Sasha and Bailey have done a great job with limited roster, but there are too many people sitting at their home to tie up titles with two people. I was kind of upset. The match was superb. I don't like the fact that knowing it was Kyrie Zane's last appearance, and I don't know that's the way to go." Thoughts?
Ember Moon will never be what Sasha Banks and Bailey have already contributed to this business for years now. Sasha Banks and Bailey in Brooklyn several years back are the reason why Evolution ever even became a seed in the head of the creative at WWE. True, Ronda came and put everything over the top on a commercial level, but the seed was planted in Brooklyn that night, and I know that there's some people who remember that match. When Bailey and Sasha Banks had that match on an NXT pay-per-view before they came up here, they built a foundation that the girls are now enjoying today. They deserve to hold all the belts. They have become excellent together as a team. Bailey is no longer laughable, true or false, since she became a heel.
Much better heel.
She's excellent. Okay? They earned it. For those who are sitting at home, and true, there are some sitting at home, all right? But Sasha Banks and Bailey have earned every last bit of where they are on this card right
I
now.
was in tears watching that match.
Well, That was a
Tears?
great. That was a, well. I won't go that far, but that was. I won't go that far. Oh
Imagine
my
crying.
God! Look at that flying elbow.
Top row.
Do you see
Look
that?
at this match? I have a song. I
Did
gotta
you
cry.
see that Hurricane Rana? Oh my God! Get me the Kleenex. No, it wasn't. Wait a minute. No, it wasn't anything like.
What a match! Oh my God, this is perfection. Keith Lee
Anymore.
relinquished the NXT North American Championship last week. William
Right.
Regal announced that a ladder match at Takeover 30 will determine the new champion.
Where's that going to be held at? Revolution in Amityville? They can't get a live arena anywhere. Where's this going to be held? Live from Bennigan's. It's like, what the fuck?
It's gonna be the same place, dude. Come
This is
on.
awful, dude. I can't take it anymore either with the 30 people with masks on their face. And here was the best part. Did you catch the heckler this week?
No.
I wonder if Vince yelled at this one person afterwards because he's got all those
Well,
plans.
these are trainings.
Yeah,
right.
right.
Yeah.
So there's this one guy, right? And Randy Orton's like, you want to know why I've had enough? And the guy goes, we don't care! I'm like,
Cody Rhodes,
yeah.
who, by the way, to me is Cody Rhodes. Like, I'm not running
like
to go
Cody.
see Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I like Cody, though.
But Jericho is the entertainment of that show.
He is. He's definitely entertaining.
He
He's
when
great.
he goes,
Yeah.
so does AEW.
What are they going to do without Jericho?
That's what I'm saying. Without Jericho, what are you going to do?
Right.
You're
Who's
right.
as entertaining as him? Who's going to fill that void?
I will tell you one of the
I
best
don't
things
know.
I ever saw, though, was Sammy Guevara singing
Sammy Guevara.
Judas. When he was coming out. I
Dude,
did
Sammy
enjoy that.
Guevara makes that whole clique work.
He's very good.
You know what? I mean, we hated him at first, but you know what? He's very effectively irritating. What a little pain in the he is. He's good.
Charlotte Flair had surgery, but rumor
Okay.
has it there's lots of interest from Hollywood about Charlotte Flair.
Well,
Thoughts?
what did she have surgery on? Do you even know?
There's a
I don't know what's
hernia,
wrong with
if
her.
you want to understand.
Okay, what would Hollywood do with her? What are they talking about?
They're
Action
talking
movies
about
or
making
something?
the next Rock.
The next Rock.
Yeah.
You really think that she could be the next? I don't think
I'm
so.
asking you. Can she be the next
I
Rock?
don't know what roles would be good for her. I'm trying to figure that out as I think about this. Is she that great on? I guess she is great on promos. What
She's
the?
hot. Do you find her attractive?
Sometimes I guess she's okay. She's not Mandy
right.
Rose.
Let's measure this.
What? Don't do what? Go on.
Charlotte Flair or Velvet McIntyre?
You're a douche. Look at those toes. Nah, that's Charlotte. Charlotte wins that one. You got anything else
Charlotte
silly for
Flair
me?
or Selena Vega?
Selena Vega.
Selena Vega or Bayley?
Selena Vega.
Selena Vega or Sasha Banks?
Selena Vega.
Selena Vega
It's
or
a landslide for Selena Vega.
Mandy Rose.
Selena Vega.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Go on.
Wow.
Latin baby. Go on.
I can't go
on.
any further than that, dude.
Go.
You just I went to the top
Selena
girl.
Vega's outstanding. And she's with Aleister Black, who's being written off TV, by the way.
Well, by the way,
What do you think about that?
Well,
Aleister Black's being written
I think
off. from what
Aleister
heard.
Black should have went on a YouTube channel and go have coffee and do his laundry.
What did he
You know,
do?
Wait a minute. The guy's
When
like
he
the
sto-
Undertaker, and
when-
he has a YouTube channel. Hey, let's go and have Applebee's,
only have-
honey. Okay, let's go.
I only have one question.
This isn't the Miz.
When he started the dryer, did he kick the button? Because that's all he does is kick.
That's
did
all
he
he
kick
does
the
is
button
kick.
to start it?
That's pretty funny. I
Oh,
gotta
look, it's spinning, honey, it's spinning. Get off YouTube! You're supposed to be the next Undertaker! That's great. The Undertaker goes through Wendy's. I'll have a number 5.
This is a problem with wrestling. Like, they should tell certain people, don't go on social media.
Yeah, and doesn't it just kill everything, though? You know, like back in the day, it was funny how Vince McMahon would murder the Iron Sheik and a Hacksaw if they were caught with coke in the same car, because one's a face
God forbid
and one's a heel.
God forbid you get caught with coke in a car.
Yeah, you know, nowadays it's just like, go on it on Twitter. And, dude, it sucks now, man. I'm sorry, man. You know, they don't know what they're missing from back in the days. We know what they're missing, but the audience today doesn't probably fully understand unless you experience back in the day.
Once audiences return to WWE plans to honor Stone Cold Steve Austin with something like they did for Triple H's 25th anniversary.
What? What?
When audiences return.
Gonna have a
But you could be
podcast.
80
I'm
by
gonna
the
take.
time
I'm gonna
that
take the
happens.
set from Monte and the Pharaoh. What? I'm gonna take the chairs and the tablecloth. Son of a bitch. What?
Oh my God.
I'm one engaging son of a bitch. What?
Way to go.
Well, hold on a second.
All right.
So, what do you feel about that? I think Stone Cold Steve Austin. By the way, that's when he's in my top 3 for a guy I just was imitating. I love him. That's
Again,
cool.
it's like, okay, when audiences return, who the hell knows when that's
Right.
gonna
Well,
be?
they should hold this at a Taco Bell in Comac because that parking lot's pretty big. What's the problem? They brought in extra lighting. They could bring in extra lighting.
Dude, you're talking like
What?
you may
I don't
not
think
see-
there's ever going to be live crowds again. That's how I'm talking.
Yeah, I know.
Because I don't
agree.
believe it.
I
Unless
agree.
the election, it was like, okay, we won. Everything's gone. Everything's fine. And we love China too now.
That may happen.
Hey, you know, we're having another Woodstock. Want some acid?
You ready for
Oh,
this?
fresh news from
all
Mike
these
Monty.
all these Vince haters. The
This is
WWE's
WWE
reported
Financial
the
Report.
2020 second quarter financial results.
That's a lot of money.
Revenues decreased 17% to $223.4 million from $268 million to the prior year quarterly.
$45 million.
This was due to decreased sales in tickets and merchandises that resulted in
Sure.
cancellations, postponements, and relocation of live events due to public health concerns related to COVID-19
Right.
outbreak.
Right?
This is a quote from Mr. McMahon. Our second quarter financial performance was strong and demonstrated our ability to respond to challenges posed by COVID-19.
What? He lost $45 million.
So what do you think?
That's a strange response. I thought the numbers that you're telling me that they lost $45 million.
We continue
So
to adapt
how is
our
that a
business
strong-
to a changing environment, focusing on the
Changing
development of
environment.
new content for global distribution platforms and increasing
Boy.
audiences' engagement, drive growth, and value
Boy,
to our shareholder.
these are really fancy words for we lost $45 million. So, doesn't it seem? I'm stuck on the number. What, Mike Monty wouldn't be stuck on the number? Oh, but Mike, it's a positive outlook as we work forward to attaining our logistical
What
goals
do you want these?
with
What do
the
you want
societal
people to
impact
do?
and financial return. You know?
Bringing up Lesnar.
Yeah.
Lesnar come back, give him the title, or you think it's all Randy Orton?
He comes back and they just give it to him. It's good to see you, Brock. Here you go.
Well, you got to blame McIntyre for this whole mess.
Well, you know what's
Why not?
kind of nice about it. I think it would be interesting. You could re-explore when Lesnar beat Randy into a bloody pulp back at that SummerSlam that we all remember. Because I do feel Orton's going to take the belt from McIntyre, and you're heading towards WrestleMania live at Houlihan's, and you'll have Lesnar and Randy possibly.
Well, I want to give a shout out to
At
Kevin
WrestleMania.
Nash. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash?
You are no longer the worst heavyweight champion in the history of the WWE. Drew McIntyre is the
How?
worst drawing champion ever. I know
That's
that
not
was hard to
fair.
beat. No, it is fair. He's
That's
drawn
not
nobody.
fair. How can he draw anybody? There's nobody
Got no-
coming.
since
You
he's-
didn't draw
since
anybody.
he's won the belt, he has not
Nah,
brought
the
one
ratings,
fan
yeah,
into the
no,
arena.
yeah, but there's a lot of things factoring in.
He has not brought one fan into the arena.
Are you
not
telling
one
me?
person
are you,
has purchased a
are
ticket.
you telling
as
me
him as
this is like a
champion.
Sheamus title reign? Is that what you're telling me?
No, Sheamus actually had fans.
Well, that was back when fans could sit in the audience.
Sorry, guilty by association.
True.
Drew McIntyre is the worst champion.
Oh
in
yeah, well
history
look
of
on the
wrestling.
bright spot. The Fiend came out of the swamp for the swamp match, so we got the Fiend back now.
Oh, great.
That's some of the worst writing ever, by the way.
Oh my God, Monte The Pharaoh's changing our format. We'll be gonna do what? We're gonna do public service announcements.
We are. Oy.
Listen, here's a question for you.
What?
Where's Lars Sullivan?
He's contemplating living. I don't know what happened to Lars Sullivan. Basically behind the scenes, I heard he had a nervous breakdown, and he couldn't handle anything. And then he ran his mouth and said crazy. And apparently he does. And there was all this other stuff, and Vince McMahon was like, "Does anybody got a toilet?" And he stuffed him in there and he flushed it.
But
That's
where
the
is
end.
he?
He's been flushed.
He
by
hasn't been
Vince.
let go. He's still
Hey,
part of
if
the
you
company.
if you listen closely,
You think he's eating
Vince
a
flushed
$5?
him. He's done.
Is he eating a $5 foot long right now?
it's a $5 foot long. He probably eats several. He's a big guy. He was a big guy.
He is a big guy.
Yeah, maybe he needs two toilets too, like Andre.
You think he's gonna come back?
To do what? Have another meltdown? People! He's like the monster from the Bugs Bunny cartoon. I hear you monsters lead such interesting lives.
Where do you come
Now,
up with this
let's
stuff,
dip a
dude?
little hands in the
I
water.
haven't seen this.
People! That was ridiculous.
Oh, my
That's
God.
what he reminds me of. He had
God.
people phobia. How could you can't
don't know.
perform?
Dude,
He's
I
done.
haven't seen that cartoon in like 40 years.
That was one of the greatest
was that
ones
guy? The
ever.
orange guy. That was the
it
orange
was the
guy.
monster, and he wore tennis
his name,
sneakers. I don't remember.
Gergerman or
I
something?
don't remember. I just remember him doing Bugsy. Bugs was doing his nails. He was giving him a manicure.
In front of a live studio audience, we have former WWE superstars James Ellsworth and Gilbert.
I'm gonna go nuts. I love Gilbert.
Dude,
I love Gilbert. Gilbert's
It's gonna be a
great.
fun time.
Dude, the sparklers, man.
it's going to be a fun time hanging out with the fans.
It should be. And
You know?
Ellsworth's great too, by the way. I love.
guy is good,
I
right?
love what he did in that women's first ever Money in the Bank ladder match thing. That was great. He truly won it. So.
And then after that, ESS Promotions will be doing a virtual signing with Gilbert and James Ellsworth. So for the fans who can't make it here live or from out of state or whatever,
Right.
tune in.
Right.
Get autographs from these two WWE superstars.
Sure.
Enjoy your time. Ask them some questions. It's going to be a great time. Matt Bourne, you considered Doink or no?
Good question. I got to go back and really look at the whole history again. You know what, though? I do know this much. Recently, I saw Bret Hart talking about the Doink the Clown character, and he thought it was excellent. So
Really? Brett usually doesn't like those gimmicky
Bret is
guys, yeah.
usually against that kind of stuff, but he was very like, hey, that was great. That was great stuff, and it was over, too, which I find interesting because you can't get anything over nowadays.
No, you're right.
You know?
Little Beaver.
Little Beaver.
Remember Little Beaver?
I thought I saw a movie once called Little Beaver, but that's a whole other story.
You and your dirty mind.
What are you talking about?
September 12th.
It was a nature documentary.
September 12th. Former WWE World Heavyweight Champion 2
I'm
times.
sorry.
Bob Backlund
I'm
in
just-
studio, man.
I'm just speechless. This is it.
This is the end.
I mean, we could basically
Call it a day
we
after
could
that.
basically move to Hawaii after this and talk to Morocco. How come you didn't come on a show yet, Donnie? You know, wow, this is insane. This is. What about when we saw Backlund in Morocco at the Garden? Come on, man.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
That was
These are
great.
my plans, and I
Okay.
want you to weigh in on this
Oh,
and see if you're okay with this.
I don't know
And
about
Matt,
already.
can
I
you
don't
weigh
know.
on this real quick? Because
Oh.
you got to experience Virgil.
Experience Virgil.
I'm thinking about playing Hit It or Quit It with
No.
Bob Backlund.
No, Matt, say no. Say no. Matt.
Hit It or Quit It's a good little.
But I thought it was a bit fun, yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't know Bob Backlund. You are playing again. Hey, you're being manipulated.
Bob
you don't.
Backlund.
No.
Hit It or Quit It.
No, don't play.
Could you imagine?
that.
Put a picture of Sasha Banks up there. Mr. Backlund answers that.
He's going to go nuts. He's going to say you are an indecent soul. And then he's going to put you in a chicken wing.